But hey, everyone, my name is Kristen Wyatt. I am a wife. I've been married almost 9 years now, and I'm also a mama. My son Jude is 4 now, and I am excited to share with you guys a bit tonight about this company and our product line. I actually partnered with this company over a year ago now. I was with a previous company before that, and a little well-versed in the health and wellness space, wasn't really looking to make any sort of change. But to say this past year has been like life-altering for my family is the largest understatement in history, I think. I was introduced to this and was pretty resistant at first. I've always been a little skeptical about new things, but even more so since I was previously with a different company. I wasn't really looking to make a change. I was pretty loyal and happy where I was. But I was introduced to the CEO of this company and the senior vice president of global sales. And I saw something similar to, what I'll share with you guys tonight, just about who they were. And I really got a clear picture of this system that they had in place already to help new people coming on board to really succeed quickly, and as well as this plan that the company had in place for the future of the company that was really going to shake up the entire industry, but also from a product standpoint, really being at the forefront of some really great technology and helping thousands and thousands of people with this scientifically validated product line. And so I left that meeting and I called my husband. I'll never forget. I was our sole breadwinner at the time, so we definitely weren't in a position to make a shift. But I called my husband at the time and was like, "Hun, I don't know if I'm going to be able to unsee what I just saw." And he said, "Well, dang it, like hurry up and come home." And that's kind of what landed us where we are now. Fortunately for us, it was absolutely the right move to choose to partner with this company, even though change can be a little scary sometimes. I'm really, really thankful that it ended up being the way that it was. I was able to kind of match where my income was at in about 4.5 weeks, and it's just really increased from there. And really our sphere of influence of getting the word out about these products has just kind of snowballed after that. So I'm very, very thankful to share with you guys tonight just a little bit about the company, about the products, but ultimately why my husband and I chose to partner with this company specifically, and why we choose to give these products to our kiddo as well. So I'm going to share my screen really quick so we can go through just a few slides, and I can walk you guys through a little bit about this company and the products like I mentioned. So where are you guys now? I think that wherever you're at today, we can all agree we got where we are because of decisions that we've made in our life up to this point, right? Whether those decisions are good or bad, I think it's good regardless of where you're at today, just kind of taking a little temperature check, if you will, and determining where you're at. If this is something, if you're needing improvement health-wise, if you know friends or family that are really needing help health-wise, if you are looking potentially for a plan B or an additional stream of income that could maybe relieve some financial pressure off of you and your family, or you're just, here to hang out on a Sunday night and support your friend because you're really, really nice. And either way, all of that is fine. But for my husband and I, when we even thought about getting into this industry, especially years ago when we were so skeptical about it because we were just getting spammed on social media. I came from traditional business. I was working so hard, and then coming home and just being spammed was annoying to say the least. Wasn't really my style, but I think deep down at the same time, we were also wanting something where we could both be present parents for my son. And you have kids and all of a sudden your priorities shift and everything gets shaken up, right? But I think deep down we kind of all know what we want. And I think what we truly want though, right? Like those really maybe in-depth dreams or plans or things that don't really feel realistic. So we shove those things down, we're like, oh, let's go get a real job instead. Maybe we don't have the time. We're too busy to take on an additional project, or some people don't have the capital to go take out a $60,000, $80,000 loan and go open that bakery of their dreams. Whatever the reason may be, I think you may end up saying tonight, like, okay, yeah, that sounds all nice and pretty, resurfacing some of those plans or ideas, but how the heck would I do that, right? Like, how would that even be possible, especially with where I'm at right now in my life. And I think that's where my husband and I were at. We were in a good place, so we thought. We were in a decent place, financially. We weren't looking necessarily for a huge change, but we did want a few things in our life to tweak and change, and had some pressure on us that we knew we wanted to do without, especially when kids come into the picture, right? And I've heard from so many people now, it's kind of eerie how many times I've heard it from different mentors and things of mine that I look up to, that, if you really want a different life, you want to go for something different, like you have to be willing to do something very different, whether you're skeptical about it or not, right? And so for me, the right mentorship and the right leadership was a crucial part in helping me make this shift, because I really believe that leadership kind of rises and falls with the top, right? And then it kind of finds its way throughout the company. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about our corporate staff before I get into the products. This is our CEO. So Mr. Mark Wilson, he actually founded this company after being in the NFL. He was a 2-time Super Bowl championship winning quarterback. So incredible man. He went on to be successful in real estate as a developer. And then after he retired, he kind of got tired of being retired, for lack of a better way of saying it. He wanted to do something that had a little bit more depth, and he was lacking fulfillment, basically, right? Like he wanted to impact other people. And so he launched the product line thinking, okay, yeah, I can really impact people health-wise. I can help them impact their kids health-wise, which impacts parents, right? But then he also told me about this crazy statistic. I can't even remember when in his life he heard this, but he heard a statistic that if you took like $500-$600 and you threw it into every home in America, that the divorce rate in those homes, about by 85%, would just go away overnight. And that shocked me at first, because I'm like, there's no way, like what seems to be just a small amount could make that huge of a ripple effect. But at the same time, I totally believed it. Like I have felt that weight and that financial pressure before. And so I just felt like it said a lot about him and his character, that he wanted to find a way to impact people, not just health-wise, but to put a little extra income in their pocket to relieve some of that pressure and protect families ultimately, right? And so that's kind of where Mr. Jake Spencer came into play. So he's our Senior Vice President of Global Sales. He literally just came onto the scene last year. So he's new to this company, and he wrote the way that we get paid, which, and since then, gosh, we've gone up about 400%. So remember that whirlwind I was telling you about? It's been a little crazy. There's no signs of us slowing down anytime soon. And what's really cool is that Mr. Spencer and his wife, Sarah, they've had over 10 years of experience in this industry. And so it's just really cool and unique, actually, to have leadership from a corporate standpoint that have genuine experience in this industry, so they can speak to exactly how to be successful with this type of business model. So this guy, I'm really excited to talk to you guys about. So Dr. Stephen Kimberly, he was an MD in practice for over 38 years. He was actually the senior editor of WebMD. Have you guys all heard of WebMD? I joke with my husband all the time, because anytime we search a symptom or something on WebMD, we like find out that we died yesterday, and we're like, it's like automatically people go to the dark place, But what's cool, he was the senior editor there, a naturopath. He is now actually our chief science officer. So he is our main product formulator. And what's so cool about him, he'll joke and say, oh, I'm so old school. But at the same time, he really believes that science is always changing and evolving, much like technology. Obviously, we all wouldn't be able to be on this meeting all over the country if we were all on flip phones still, like duh. But that's exactly how it is with science. And so knowing he is backing the formulations of these products with his mind and his integrity, and making sure that they're always up to speed, was crucial for me from a business standpoint, because I really am looking at this as a long-term play. And I want to know 10 years from now, we're going to have relevant products that people need still, right? So let's talk a little bit about the products, okay? This is our flagship product line box, okay? It's called Q Core Complete, if you want to jot that down. These are the products that are there for people who really just want to get their health on track, okay? We all know we need to supplement. If you don't, I will tell you. I have met people before that think, oh, I could just eat super clean, exercise, like I'm good. But unfortunately, the soil, the state of our soil and our foods are very, very depleted in nutrients these days. And so there's really too much research out there. There's no longer a question of whether or not people need these products. The question, though, is where the heck do I start? Because it can be really overwhelming when you're just walking down the supplement aisle and then everyone and their mom seems to be selling something, right? And so this is our first 4 products that your body really needs to function at its highest potential. We try to make it simple for you. So product number 1 is Q Max Premium. Many people know they need to take a vitamin, but some just pop a Flintstones vitamin, go about their day, and they don't think they're supposed to feel any different, right? This is a very high-powered vitamin that not only replenishes all the nutrients that you need, but it also has some good chelated minerals that you're not necessarily getting from your food sources. And what's really great about it is the very baseline ingredient deck that we first ever had from this vitamin had multiple studies done, not by us or paid for by us. They were actually done at Harvard and Yale University, and they really dissected these nutrients and what they do to humans and their mental health. Like legit looking at this 38-page document, knowing and seeing this table of contents, everything from ADD, ADHD, depression, anxiety, OCD, PTSD, bipolar, stress, anger management, PTSD, you name it, it was alarming just seeing the table of contents, and then knowing that we've taken that now and evolved it multiple times to keep it relevant, up to date, make sure it's fully methylated, our body can absorb it, and people are now taking a vitamin and it's impacting their mental health because of the way that it's processed, their clarity, their memory. It's incredible. So long story short, I'm a big fan of this product. I love that this company is brave enough to even go there and focus on the mental health component, especially because it is something where I believe a lot of people are suffering in silence and it gets brushed under the rug too often. We need to talk about it, especially because kids and people younger and younger are struggling, right? So product number 2 we have in here is called Q Align. So this is all about chronic inflammation. What's cool about this product is that our bodies all have inflammation, and unfortunately it's like the leading cause of every disease and sickness and so many things we're all battling today. And so it also has digestive enzymes. You're going to take this product and people feel a huge difference pretty quickly. You process your food better. You feel less bloated, less stiff, sore, joint pain, you name it. So I'm a really big fan of this product. Product number 3 is, of course, our gut health component. We have a very extremely potent probiotic. It has 2 patents on just the way that it delivers and releases bacteria in the body, because it goes straight to the source to make sure you're not just kind of giving up all that bacteria. You want to make sure it's going straight into the deepest part of your gut before it's releasing. And then lastly, we have our Q Omegas. Omegas are essential for heart health, eye health, brain health, you name it. But this product also helps your body absorb the other 3 products better. And so I just love that all 4 of the products that come in this box, they kind of work synergistically together, but it's also a one-stop shop. You don't have, it takes the guesswork out of it. You know you have the best high quality combination of products that are going to replenish your body of exactly what it needs. We are going through a little bit of a rebrand. Like I said, we're still in the beginning stages of this company, very, very beginning ground floor type company. And so if you ordered this box tonight, you'd probably receive the 4 products individually in bottles, but we're going through a rebrand where it's in this box. And I cannot wait, because you pop open the box and it's all pre-sorted for you. All 4 products, morning baggie, afternoon bag, you're good to go. So taking all the easiness, that's the only reason I'll be able to get my husband to take it, I promise, because Sharpies on the labels and the pill containers and all the things, somehow he still forgets it. So I think I can get him to stick a little baggie for his afternoon pack, like in his wallet, right? So excited about that. And then we do have a full suite of products. So overall nutrition I spoke about, weight management. What I love about this company is that they do not claim to have some sort of magic pill or drink this drink and you're going to be skinny even if you're in the drive-thru at McDonald's, whatever it might look like. They're very realistic about the lifestyle changes that are required for this, but they also know that it takes time and you need help sometimes and you don't know where to start, and it can be very overwhelming. So we have a product that regulates your blood sugar, helps with your cravings, metabolizes fat, speeds up your metabolism, blocks 66% of carbs. I mean, if there were ever going to be a magic pill, this would probably be it, because it's an incredible product. But in purchasing these products that we have for weight management, you also get an eating out guide to help you at all these restaurants around the country. Workouts at home that are simple, quick 10-minute workouts, meal plan formats, like how to even build a meal plan and what are the tips for cooking quickly when you don't have much time, or kid-friendly recipes. We even have a health and nutrition expert that works from corporate, consistently giving us new content and information, and we even have access to just reaching out to her directly one-on-one because she's so accessible and we're still at the beginning stages of the company. So it's really great, just the mentorship and support they have in place. We do have that multivitamin I was telling you about that helps so much with mental health. It also comes in powder form, which all of the parents in the room say, oh, like it is the most amazing thing that I can give my son who's 4 the same high-powered vitamin in just a powder form. Scoop powder form into a smoothie or something, tastes good, and he's getting the same good stuff at his young age because, like I said, people are struggling younger and younger. We even have supplement sprays for the same thing. You spray them in your mouth. They taste like spearmint. You're getting those good methylated vitamins, and it's great for people who can't swallow pills or don't want to swallow any more pills, right? We have a hormone regulating supplement. I just have to take a quick second to talk about this product. It's called Women's Vitalize, if you want to jot that down, because apparently if you're a woman on this call, you know what I'm talking about. We apparently have hormones that just never go away. We just always have the hormone issues, whether I've got teenagers with acne breakouts on it, I've got people with period flow, cramping, migraine, hot pad component that happens once a month. I've got people going through menopause, hot flashes, you name it. And then you have kids and just everything gets wrecked, right? So this comes in and regulates all of that. People are having less pain, less symptoms, less mood swings, you name it. But in addition to that, Dr. Stephen Kimberly, that doctor, loves using adaptogenic herbs, not to get too sciencey with you or anything, but 7 of the herbs he uses in this product are antidepressant herbs. So again, this like mental health component, even though it's called Women's Vitalize, my husband takes it because he loves those herbs and he has been prone to struggling with depression. So it has a calming effect for him and he takes it every day. So really cool that just, again, this is something you're going to see kind of intertwined between all the products, is this focus on overall wellness and mental health. And then we even have some healthy energy drinks. So help my husband. I keep talking about my husband. I like him a lot. He's in the other room. He might pop in here any moment. But he used to drink Monsters all the time, or Red Bulls, or like the 5-hour energies. And so he's gotten completely off those because of these. They're just nice, lots of different options. And it like slowly releases energy throughout the day. So you don't like crash. There's no jittery feeling. It's not addictive. It is a healthier alternative that still gives you that pick me up. So, okay, let's talk about the product area that everyone is kind of talking about these days. If you aren't talking about it, you probably should be. Full spectrum hemp. So I'm going to be honest with you, I actually didn't know much about full spectrum hemp or hemp at all, CBD. I'm sure many of you guys have heard of it, but I had not really about a year ago. And for us, I think of those people, and I've actually been one of them, that are like, it'd be nice to be in the right place at the right time, or having this thought of like, man, those people are so lucky they got a piece of the pie. Like, that's what I think of when I think of the hemp space right now, because this industry is only like, it's not even $1 billion industry yet, which I know that sounds like a lot, but considering how much we're seeing it pop up, it's kind of the wild, wild west, because it's laws are popping up and there's CBD at the gas station on the corner. We're seeing it pop up everywhere. But if you think it's popping up everywhere now, you have not seen anything yet. All these major publications you're seeing are projecting that this will be like a 22 to 50, maybe some are even saying $100 billion industry here in the next decade, starting with just in a couple of years. And so we're talking about, they actually compare it to the gold rush back in the 1800s, people discovering gold for the first time. Like, they're calling this the green rush because it's the only thing they can find to parallel how fast-paced it is. And so to be partnered with a company with a premier product that really does things right, it's something people want to be involved in, but you got to make sure that it's with integrity, because there's some dirty stuff out there and you have to really be careful nowadays. So one thing I love is that I don't have to be a scientist to answer all your questions or to make sure I'm not screwing anything up. Documentation beats conversation any day of the week. And we have the white papers. It's the reason why we have the name Sciences in our name. Quintessential biosciences means the best of the best, but we're always going to have science to put our money where our mouth is and back what we're saying. And so we have white papers and documentation, not just proving the absorbability of the hemp oil that we have into the bloodstream, which is key, because people will start one level and then, oh, I don't feel it anymore, and I got to keep increasing. It's just because your body's not absorbing it. It's crucial because of our technology we have, it makes it water soluble. And so your body's 80% water. I mean, that's crucial for getting it to like maximum absorption. So my husband, who I mentioned, has struggled a little bit and used to actually have pretty severe panic attacks, started taking it, and day 1 has been the same as day 300. It helped him mid-panic attack, loosened his chest. He looked up at me and was like, what did you just give me? And that was kind of when we first glimpsed that, okay, this might be a little bit more powerful than we're even anticipating, because it impacted him so quickly. For me, it took a couple weeks where I started to notice I was focusing more on the clarity and less irritability and just more patient. And so the integrity's there. We grow everything in the US. It tastes incredible, so we have full control, even small things like making sure our soil is pesticide free and making sure everything's organically sourced. And so here's where people kind of start. So we have our hemp oil, our sublingual oil. You just put it under your tongue, count to 10 and swallow. And then and it comes in a bunch of different flavors. And then we have our anti-inflammatory cream, which is great as a topical option if you have aches, pains, soreness, you name it. A simple like Google search would probably give you some really good in-depth information just about even what it all can help with. But what I find to be the most common is it targets inflammation in the body. Okay, so that can cause a ton of stuff, from chronic pain to people with autoimmune disease symptoms, mental health concerns, being able to sleep better, even regulation. You know, people, whether it's diabetes or whatever it might be, regulating your blood sugar, blood pressure, lipid levels, cholesterol, like improving your thyroid function, people with epilepsy. I'm struggling to find something it doesn't help with. That's really where the problem lies, because the list just goes on and on. And so we do have a full suite of products in this line as well. Which was important to me from a business perspective, that kind of multi-vertical line where we have kind of something for everyone. We have a protein even that's infused with the hemp, comes in whey or a vegan option. We have one for sleep. So just regular hemp oil, but it has some of those herbs that Dr. Kimberly loves to use. We call him Dr. K. Dr. K loves to use these herbs to help people rest, stay asleep. When you wake up, you're not lethargic or anything. We have one for animals. I don't have any animals, but I have been shocked hearing all these hundreds and hundreds of people knowing how much pets struggle with anxiety, just even going to the groomer or through a storm or having joint pain, or even when they're giving birth, like recovering from surgery quick, having something like that works pretty immediately has been really cool to see. And then we even have some other topical options too, like roller balls with essential oils in them that help with immunity. And it's great if you have kiddos, because sometimes my son will take the sublingual oil and he loves it. And then other times he's fighting me left and right. So I can just douse him in the roller ball and, okay, go to school now. You know what I mean? So we love that we have, again, so many different options. So last thing on the product side, and then I'm going to try to wrap us up here tonight. We actually just launched into the skincare space as well. What I love about this skincare line is they're really, really proactive. Again, this kind of idea of leading edge technology wise. We have it infused with full spectrum hemp. Really quickly, 2 common misconceptions. CBD is just one cannabinoid, and so full spectrum hemp is CBD, but it has so much more. So it's just kind of like CBD on steroids, CBD plus, whatever you want to call it. So that's why we went the full spectrum route. And the second thing is it's not marijuana. Just really quick, I just wanted to throw that out there in case some people still thought it is. Totally different plant, processed totally differently. We have some airline pilots, law enforcement that take our products. So you're safe there. But we infused the skincare line with hemp. And then we also added in a really unique blue light blocking technology. A lot of people are starting to learn now, and scientists are going crazy over the fact that our phones, the blue light from our phone, laptop, iPad, TV, even some fluorescent lights or like headlights on a car, have this blue light that actually hits deeper into the skin than the sun does. And so it's causing all this damage and even impairing people's vision. And so they're like calling it the silent ager of the millennial generation, but it's true, right? It's kind of scary. So this fights against inflammation, color spots and changes, aging, sensitive skin, you name it. So I love this kind of hybrid model, very different than what you've seen out there. So it's really just a matter of where you see yourself. If you are listening to this and thinking, look, the business side isn't really for me, I'm not looking for a plan B or a second stream of income right now, that's totally fine. That's not for you, no problem. We do have a really great customer program. You can actually get the same wholesale pricing I have. It's no cheaper if you become an ambassador. We don't try to bait you in by any means, unless you're wanting to go the business route. There's even a referral program. So if you have some people you talk to about it, you could get free products. And we have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So empty bottle back guarantee, try it for a month. Our products work fast, so it's just a 30-day. And if you don't love it, you can just get all your money back. Or of course, you can go the business route. So it's $79.95 for your entire business. And this is your welcome kit, our onboarding system, a website for you to use, an app that we can work our whole business from, really high-tech stuff. Of course, the tax benefits of having a home-based business. But it's crazy because for me as a business owner, people ask me all the time, like, how quick can I get my investment back, right? And for my husband and I, we got our investment back pretty quickly, but we did the math, not too long, maybe a week or two ago, for a meeting similar to this, where we looked and in the past 12 months, we've made back that $79 about 2,300 times. So it's been a huge blessing for our family that we could have not ever seen coming because we decided to partner with this company. It's really because of the simplicity. I mentioned this in the beginning, this simple system that this company had in place, but ultimately that's what it looks like. You know, when you partner with us, just like any other job, you're going to get onboarded and trained and given all the tools and the resources that you need right out of the gate. In fact, we have weekly type events that are similar to this. You can just plug people into. You don't have to be an expert on and know everything in order to earn an income, right? And I think that's key because a lot of people are like, I don't know the first thing about health and wellness, but I know people need it. I have a lot of people I want to help, right? And so the most important thing about this process is this kind of 90-day roadmap we create for you. We look at where you want to be December, January, and we go backwards from there and kind of determine what you can put into it and what makes the most sense to help you get there financially. So we keep it really simple if we're talking the business side on how you earn money. I'll just quickly say before I wrap up tonight, you can make money off of people like just that want to purchase products from you as a customer. You make commission that way. You can earn an income off of your entire organization, people that want to partner with you in this business. We have one-time bonuses that you begin to see as you're climbing through the ranks. And then my favorite way that we get paid, our financial freedom movement. So not only do you from day one get free financial coaching, you do not even technically have to make a purchase, just joining our organization, or you don't have to make the company a dime. You get access to our free financial coaches where they will train you on credit repair and debt consolidation and taxes and helping, again, lift that weight off of your shoulders. And we also, once you get to a certain point, they put additional money on top of everything else toward your debt or toward a qualified retirement account of your choice. So unlike any company I've ever seen, I just love that they really focus on the long-term wealth of your family, not just how much money can you make right now and the flash and the hype and all of that you sometimes see in this industry. So this is just a quick snapshot of our compensation plan. It's going to look like a colorful numbers chart that's all in code, guys, I know. But what you can see here is really just the potential that it has. I mean, you can see right here, this column, monthly team commission. I have a lot of people that just want to make a couple $100 extra a month, you know, put it towards a date night or a sitter or retirement or whatever it might be. But we have a lot of people too in this range that are looking to replace their family's income. And the reality is it's there. And the potential is there. And especially with such a newer opportunity, I guess you could say, not a lot of people have heard of this, and people are just more open to something they haven't heard, just to be honest with you. And then the bonus structures really that's been uniquely a blessing for my family. When my husband and I hit this rank over here, you can see the name of platinum. We knew what that would mean monthly wise, that we'd be making $15,000 a month. But when you look at the bonuses, all that money kind of rolls into each other. And so we were able to call up our financial coaches and say, okay, how can we allocate these funds, or what should it go toward, or how do we diversify? And to be able to have that opportunity just with an extra little flush of income on top of already such an incredible income for my family has really been why we've been able to keep my husband retired. He's one of the only dads that takes our son into like the Mother's Day Out program. And he you'd think he'd be like, why doesn't it call Parents' Day Out? He doesn't care. He walks in there loud and proud like, hey, ladies, he's totally fine with it. But anyway, it's just been an obvious blessing for our family. And this is my full-time job, and us being able to travel together and all, it's been really great. So ultimately, the future is in your hands. Literally, see that hand right there. There's your future. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, whether you want to just try the products out, like I said, you get your money back if you don't like them. You can go the ambassador route. I would suggest just maybe get on the phone with the person that invited you tonight and have a candid conversation. I'll get on the phone with you, no problem. I am happy to be very honest with you about what it's taken for my family and I to build our business over the past year. We're very honest about it and forthcoming, so we know a lot of people are very busy and tight financially, and they need to make a smart move for their families, right? And so I'm happy to have a candid conversation with you guys, but ultimately I really appreciate you just hopping on tonight, taking some time away from your family to either support a friend or check it out. And if nothing else, I hope we're connected in some way or another in the future. And hopefully I'll even get to meet some of you guys one day as I start to travel into this new team that seems to really be growing at this fast pace, especially in the Wisconsin area. I have about 3,500 people on my team, and I'm seeing this kind of pop up happening where I'm going to have to start spending my time there because it's snowballing very quickly. So I appreciate all of your guys' time, and I hope you have a good night with your family. Bye, everybody. Thanks, guys.